wish to welcome you with those assertions. We are happy to receive you, to come and express your displeasure for what the world was giving. Take us what we have done. As chairman of the APC and member of the National Committee, we take responsibility. As chair, I take responsibility for what has gone on air. I don't have to share with you how what you heard got to be heard. I take absolute responsibility for it. And in that spirit, I welcome you to this office on behalf of my colleagues. Yesterday, we received members of the lower chamber who are those contesting for the lead speakership for the lower chamber. And we had virtually similar pronouncements from them, similar words of disagreement from them. What we will not do today with what we have received from you is to start or to open any discussions with you in this sitting as to how what you had got to be what was to be had. I hope I'm communicating. Yes, we had no sufficient or adequate consultation with you who are contesting, who have shown interest to contest. And it is simple primary principle of democracy that you consult and get the opinion, the views of people as much as possible. But the circumstances that we found ourselves in after the elections frustrated our desire to have the time to consult. We therefore did not do adequate consultation. And the much we did gave birth to what was given to the public. We must, as Democrats, we must, as leaders of the parties driven by democratic norms, we must open up. And so when the National Committee was sitting, if you read the communique, the National Committee was very clear. Yes, we have received with respect the outcome of the meeting of the party leaders, comprising leadership of the Senate, leadership of the National House of Reps, and leadership of the party, the headquarters here, working committee. We will go back to the drawing board. We owe ourselves, we owe our party that duty to take a look. Yes, what we have done is right, we are not changing nothing, for instance. Or yes, what we have done needs some changes or review. We will take a look at what the circumstances will compel us to do, and we will do it by the grace of God. Hold the fire until the last word is heard from us. We are the custodians of the party faith as Presidential Committee. But we are not acting alone. The voice of the President-elect is an essential voice. We must accommodate him the best we can. I will not compromise on that. So he is right now out of the country. And by the grace of God, when he comes back, we will go back to the drawing board and put our heads together again and see what we will get. I cannot preempt that meeting. I'll wait until we do hold that meeting with Mr. President-elect, the same team that we had the first meetings with. If we need to enrich or enlarge the committee, we will do so that we will be better informed through contribution that will be made. I thank you for coming. We will go through your memo line by line and ensure that we are able to capture the spirit of your presentation and see what will be the best way out of the situation we have. Whatever you've had is out of human endeavor. And we are not perfect as human beings. We are not perfect. We can make mistakes. And don't go through and say, I tell you we made mistakes. And my friend, I say as human beings, we can make mistakes. So if we find in the course of our further and better consultation, there are mistakes that need to be looked at, we will look at them. I will not be ashamed of doing so. And I'm sure the President-elect and other members of that committee that sat would not be ashamed of looking at them again. The important thing is the spirit of party must be kept alive the best we can. We've just come out of election. The whole country is looking towards us. We're just counting down to inauguration on the 29th of this month. Let us not allow anything to divert our attention. You know, our eyes must stay on the ball. This is what we'll try to do. But in doing so, we must make sure justice is done. Justice is done. We will ensure the best we can as human beings that we do deliver justice to all and sundry. On the issue of the North Central, I'm a bit tongue-tied talking about North Central because I'm talking about myself. I don't want to go out and tell you what we did in the meetings and what I knew, what the opinions about, but what one thing remains. Your argument extremely plausible. And I assure you that we will take a look at it along the main submissions of what this of the public. We are part and parcel of this. I agree with you totally. We've given votes. And I don't want to argue that votes is not the essential thing. Vote remains the essential thing in every democracy. Because voice is the opinion of the voters. Voice the opinion of the populace. Right? And that's why, you know, it's important. Yes, there's always a future. Those who do bad today may do tomorrow. But I think you do tomorrow, you can't speak tomorrow today, because here, I, as chairman of the party, am not the man who saw tomorrow. What do you call him again? That's Nostradamus. I'm not Nostradamus. Right? But tomorrow remains an ambition. All want to get to tomorrow. So we'll take a look at all this together and see what we have done. I'll correct one submission though. There was a reference to a president who lost everything and simply was made president. If I remember, I was involved in politics. I remember that election. The president lost in the election that brought him. But for the election, when he was president on seat, what do you call it, sitting president, you know, he won. But the circumstances of him being presidential candidate is something completely for the historians amongst us to talk about. That's part of our history. So let us always try to use the positive as much as we can to woo the minds of people, to woo the minds of our party supporters, so that they will seek to be victorious in every election. If we didn't win election, we will not discuss this. There will be no president for APC to talk about. There will be no senators to want to be Senate President or House of Representatives speakers is because they are products of victory. But we must be our neighbors' keepers. That I understand, that I appreciate, that I agree with you totally. So how do we have a mix, a good mix of these?
You know, in APC, we're a unity, we're a united family. And that's why we come for this further consultation and insurance in the letter issued, I think, 4 or 5 days ago. A better consultation. We came for a better consultation, and the chairman and his team promised that they are going to look into the matter. And what is important and should be very clear to all of us that is this decision of the party or the president-elect or any other leader is a kind of advisory. But because the Constitution is very clear, Section 50(1) is very clear on what we should do, mandated us to do the business of the day. So, and even if we are advised of this way we are going, on that day we are going to vote on our conscience. And you cannot tell us not to do the voting, because the Constitution very clearly said we should choose our leaders among ourselves. This constitutional provision. And the zoning is an arrangement, it's understanding. So it required a dialogue, engagement, discussions, agreement, disagree, agree finally. That's what you come to tell the party, that they are like this, so they need to do more. But at the same time, even if we say we agree, it happens so many times. In 2019, the party do a lot of consultation, but one of us said no. Of course, we have too many nominations. And as God so have it, we, the majority, will have our way. And if he has the majority, he will have his way. So therefore, no matter what we agree, on that day is nomination. If you nominate, seconded, accepted, shikena. So voting. So who wins will be announced by the clerk. So what we are saying, that there is not out of way the decision to be taken, is not out of way the engagement to be done, contact to be done, better discussion to be done for a smooth take-up. None of us among the candidates are from other party. We are from the APC, and we supported APC from A to Z. At least if nothing, we voted for ourselves, and we voted for APC presidential candidate, and which my vote, his vote, other vote, calculated together and put the winning vote there. So therefore, we're not enemies in any way, except other people, they won't take it for granted, and other people want to take advantage of it, being close to President-elect and mention names now, that after we have support together to ensure that we have get the winning president to become president. So therefore, we thank the national chairman for reception that we have gotten, and we are waiting for them to hear from them. But the final note, responsibility of National Assembly, as you all clear, as I said earlier, is the responsibility of parliamentarian. And there's a division of power between the executive, between and parliament, as well as judiciary. Parliament first, judiciary in the second, and then executive. At any point in time, judiciary they are in the middle, so that if there is any misunderstanding, they can be in the middle to settle. So therefore, these arms of government, the Constitution has clearly split their job, and our job on that day is for us to do the business of the day. That's election.
Our aspiration in the North Central is that what is due to North Central should be given to North Central. We are all legislators. We are the ones that are going to the floor of the Senate to canvass support for anybody. And we have made our points very clear that if the president, in his wisdom, decides to support the balancing of the secularity of this country, we in the North Central, we agree to it. And what next? We should be giving our own dues. That's all we're asking. I am still canvassing for that. And also canvassing that North Central should be able to have one of the leadership positions in the Senate.